Hello ladies and gents, welcome back to Galactic Civilizations for Warlords and our playthrough as the Zolotzi. We have just drove a knife into the back of the Verse Harmonizers. Although they were never our allies, they were never really a threat or a problem for us. But seeing as the Festrons are making war with them and claiming territory, and the Festrons are a little bit too far and isolated for us to really strike at, this seemed like a perfect opportunity for us to actually get some worlds bordering on Festron space. So we declared war and we have fleets inbound for Symphoria 1. Symphoria, the homeworld of the Verse Harmonizers, which hopefully we can capture very quickly. Now, we did declare this to be a war of defense, which means we will start taking some penalties fairly quickly. This has to be a very quick, a very fast operation, and we have got quite a sizable fleet steaming in to the Verse Harmonizer territory. The Verse Harmonizers don't really have very much left after the Festron have dealt with them. They have got all of 23 military power against our 170. That is the highest in the galaxy, I believe, followed only by the Terrans. Even the Festrons are now still at 137. So we are the quote-unquote strongest faction, but the Terrans are still making more progress towards a prestige victory than we currently are. That is not good. The Terrans have also captured all of this space, which once belonged to Cricket, and all of these worlds will eventually flip to the Terrans if the Archaeans don't do something about it, which they can't, unfortunately. They also have this space down here, and it looks like the homeworld of Archaea is under assault as well. So the Terrans are going to be the biggest threat in the galaxy very soon. We need to complete this and then start making progress on the Terran war somewhere down here. But all of that is for the future. Right here, right now, we just need to capture this here world of Symphoria. Let's get to it. But I first want to say thank you to all who are supporting this playthrough. I really appreciate it. And if you wish to help out, the best thing you can do is to just subscribe. Thank you all very much. Let's get into it. Maybe we should make our way over to these guys. Completely heals after every battle is kind of cute, but I don't know if it's worth it really. Let's stick to the plan of just churning out military. I don't think we need another commander. I think we just need cruisers. I changed my mind. Let's send you back up towards Savo, where I'm going to need you to just be on the defense. Over here on Rand, I think we will replace this defense matrix with an atmospheric cleanser. That's going to hopefully boost how fast we're producing citizens. Our plan is to ship these citizens wherever we need them. I'm a little bit concerned about just having our transports unescorted, so we will take something out just so that we can have a little bit of protection. We'll take some of our older ships as well and send them out to rendezvous with these guys. That'll be the start of another fleet. Archaeans have battleships. That's interesting. Approval's not looking too bad. We'll always be looking to get that up a bit higher though. But all right, we're just making progress. We're closing in on the homeworld, which happily isn't under siege from the Festron. They seem to be busy striking out at outliers. We do know that these guys have some ships available. They have a cruiser over here. It doesn't seem like too big of a threat. These are their flagships, a couple of flagship cruisers. This one looks a bit more powerful. They're sort of hanging out over here though. But again, their military is still not a threat to us. Let's keep closing the gap. There is a free cruiser kill right here, and it's time. Oh, the Festron have dealt with it. Never mind. Festron, though, cruisers are fairly strong. They don't put a lot of armor there, but their shields are pretty good, and they've got a good spread of weapons. We're just printing money wherever it makes sense on our planets. You guys are linking up, and we'll send you forward just to bring another invader into play. But all right, here we go. It's going to take, I think, one more turn to get here. I think we want this fleet to do the actual invading, as they have more invaders. We will look for any planets that are heavily defended. I don't see any. Military star bases are also going to be fairly high priority. That is a culture. We're going to want to capture everything, in fact. And what I believe I will do is use this fleet that has an invader to take out bases. We will, in fact, put some of you guys next turn into this fleet to help speed up the invasion. Everywhere else, we are just cranking out the military, sending them home. I think I'm going to leave you here just to help with the approval. Even though everybody's really, really happy there, it's fine. Marshal, more missile boat cruisers. So we are sweeping with these guys. It's amazing that this will actually give us light casualties, but this is a carrier, so we might lose a fighter or two, and that's okay. Let's start poking out some of these defenses. You do have moves left, so let's grab a handful of these invaders and put them into this. Will be our main invasion fleet. I wouldn't mind getting another like military vessel in here. These guys are all sort of hurt. They should be fine. We'll leave them behind this fleet for now. Okay. Photonic warheads coming up soon. Let's go ahead and exploit Savo. That does help some of our situations. We might do a goodwill tour. Just to, reassure everybody that we're not complete dirtbags, even though we are. This was a little bit of a dirtbag move that we pulled here. But it is for the good of the galaxy and ultimately the good of the Verse Singers. All right, they just killed my discovery. Lived with 4 HP. Damn. But they pay for it because the Festron just wiped it out. The discovery has been with us for a good long time. We might be able to rebuild it, however. I'm not entirely sure. Was that one of these? No. Yeah, let's get another flagship out there. Upgrade our manufacturing and research. Money everywhere that we are done with planets. We just recently settled this planet. We've gotten up some basic manufacturing and we were going to sort of do research on this world. So I think something like this makes a lot of sense for now. Get the xanthium extractor and I don't know, maybe manufacturing. I would have preferred like a little housing something here just to help out with the housing, but that's okay for now. It'll take 3 months to conquer their homeworld. Can't quite get there this turn. That's the military base. Presents us with no real problems. Let's start taking out more military ships. Stop them. Oh, I love carriers. I do. And we might as well capture this world. It'll take 2 months. Pax, best thing that you can do for yourself is just have supply ships every once in a while top you up. So far, so good. The Verse Harmonizers really hate us. Yeah, I get that. I get that. Oh no. The Festron were coming in. But there is photonic warhead systems giving us Malaria X warheads and photonic warheads. These things have ridiculous missile attacks, which is great. We are just steaming down the missile tech, and I'm fine with it. Let's keep going down the missile tech. We can pick up another trait, but I don't think we will down the nihilistic path. We'll probably pick up something else, progressivism or something else that's going to help us out a little bit once we have up the traits. Now, back on Savo, we would like to upgrade our manufacturing, and then it is probably into a research aid. I mean, a holo theater isn't bad, but we might as well. We're not really using these slots for anything. We'll do something like this. Okay, looks like the Festron, we're just about to come in here and invade. That's an invasion fleet, but we got there first. No casualties, quick battle. We could probably even cap this faster if we took these ships out, but we can use this to just capture the smaller worlds and stop them from going into the hands of the Festron. Now, here's the invasion. If we do a planetary assault, it will take 3 months. We can do a surface invasion in 2 months, but I don't think we need to do any of that. I think in 3 months, just a regular planetary assault will be perfectly fine to get the capital of Symphoria. We don't have to worry about the Festron unless they suddenly declare war on us, in which case we're going to have a big old scrape. We would like to get this military starbase. There's another battleship. Your captain reports discovering a lost cargo container in the depths of space. Inside, they found a highly advanced device capable of poisoning an enemy's planet's environment. What should be done with this dangerous technology? We could store it to get a poison gas module dramatically reduces the fertility of target foreign world for 1 month. Or we can sell it for 500 gold. We'll sell it for 500 gold. Our friends here are offering us Monsatium deposits for a bunch of credits and one of our Xanthium deposits. I don't really like this deal, but I'll accept it. I don't think we have too much of this resource, if any. And it's always nice to have. We'll accept. The Archaeans could possibly use a little bit of help when it comes to their war anyway. We are not going to help out the Festron anymore, killing Symphoria ships, so we will wait. You guys, we'll see what we're doing with this fleet once they arrive. We will continue to eat some hits here, but I mean, this will be over soon enough. Terran resistance are suffering an economic setback. Kerdwin, would you be willing to give us 198 credits to help us? Of course, no problem. All right, we have captured that planet. We might as well sort of go around capturing other planets, but I would like to just secure this region. So we will hold position for the moment. Marshall, just get us some more cruisers. We should update these designs, actually, seeing as we have new missiles. So let us, new ship class, show ship designs, get me a MB cruiser. Let's update this. They're destroyers. Edit the doctrine, weapon cooldown, assault, and frontline combatants seem fine. Let's make them gunships. Start a new design. We are replacing the Cerberus warheads in favor of malaria warheads. They do cost antimatter, or we just use photonic warheads. I mean, the jump from Cerberus warheads to photonic warheads, it's almost double. And the Malaria X warheads only gets us 23, whereas the Photonic warheads is still 23. I don't know. Missile accuracy is really bad. All right, let's get 4 of those added in. Oh, we can only get 3 of them. Are they that heavy? The mass is 6, whereas I think Cerberus are 5. But this is still way more firepower. Oh, no. We left in a Cerberus. Get rid of that. Photonic warhead. Excellent. Diamonic. No, we have better. No, Diamonic is the best that we have. Chaff is fine. Shield generators are fine. But what I wouldn't mind out of these as well, we have the coil accelerators. I feel like we should take out the coil accelerators. Get rid of those. Get back in the Diamonic. Maybe we just get more missiles. I don't know. I kind of like having just a cloaking device. I forgot we did cloaking tech. We got to make some cloak stuff. How heavy is cloaking? It seems like it's really heavy. Our accuracy is really bad. 0.67. Maybe we just get like a couple targeting computers. 83% seems a bit better. And I'm happier with this design. We could get in another targeting computer. Let's get that right up to 91% accuracy. We will save this design, overwrite it. 4 profiteers have been discovered operating on Marshall 3. No. Allow them to operate, we get crime, or expel them, risking retaliation in the form of pirate raids. We will do that because pirates are not a threat to us, actually. Let's get out some of our new missile boats. See what's going on the war front over here. Move you guys in. I think we want you guys to meet up with this fleet somewhere down here, closer to the military base. We will be for sure going in for. And we want to capture as many of these military star bases before this war ends. And Festron doing their part to just sort of clean up this sector. We have another flagship coming out of Savo, and we don't really need this food grower guy. Let's get him out of there. He's also unhappy. Savo, some of our latest missile boats. One of you flagships aren't doing anything. Go out there and survey for us. Find me the orb of Dragonol. 78 against 71. We will probably have to kick off this war with the Terrans fairly soon. All right, let's swing in and take over that military starbase. That is ours. And any other starbases that lie around, we just want to grab them. All of them. We do want to keep you guys fairly safe, as there are Festron ships lurking. And their Symphoria's capital is now ours. The Verse Harmonisers' capital belongs to us. Let's continue sweeping. Light casualties, but that's against our fighters. Not a big deal. Grab everything that we can. And we probably would like to get out of this war fairly soon. Now, we would like to get a governor in here as quickly, not as quickly as possible, because they are not happy with us. They are very, very, very upset. We might give them a little bit of time to calm down, but we'll think about it. More missile boats everywhere. Military. What do we want to do with you guys? There is another thing to capture up here. I don't know if we're going to... We'll see what the shape of things looks like once the turn rolls over. We'll probably still end up pacifying this region, possibly. Still no hypersilicates on the market. Let's take stock of the galaxy. The Festron falling behind. The Terrans kind of falling behind. These guys are okay with us, which is great. Let's keep them happy, because our war is with the Terrans. Our war is with the Terrans. At 79, I don't know what they're doing that is getting their ascension score that high. maybe what we should do is just one turn a bunch of research. That might help our ascension score. The Terran Resistance has declared war on the Verse Harmonizers now. The Archaean Republic has declared war on the Verse Harmonizers. Wow. That's kind of sad, man. I mean, the Verse Harmonizers have been completely neutral for the entire game. And now that it looks like they're getting destroyed, everybody else is just going to rip them to pieces. Monsters. This is a galaxy of monsters. Nobody came to their aid. I mean, we're the Zolotzi. We're a bunch of backstabbing bastards. What's the Terrans' excuse? Okay, so with the acquisition of Symphoria, what we have now is all of the influence that comes along with it. So, which means if we could peace out of this war right now, eventually all of these planets will flip to us naturally. If we wanted to wait that long, we could immediately. Let's try to get peace. We've accomplished our goals, right? We have Symphoria. We'll have all of these worlds in due time. It might take quite a long time. We also are now bordering the Festrons, so if we start taking worlds away from them, that is also going to reduce their power. The Arnor are being captured everywhere, and the Terrans are really scary. The Terrans are really, really scary. I think we have to do something about the Terran resistance. We should probably look to capture these worlds, and that'll sort of provide the Archaeans with a safe haven temporarily, but I'm a little bit worried that we're stretching ourselves thin. Let's first find out if the Verse Harmonizers will accept a peace. We can't peace out this civilization. Unfortunately, it's been too soon. So let's continue to just strip some worlds away from them. You guys are heading over there to capture that base. This fleet can go ahead and capture that. That's a one-turn deal. And done. It all belong to us. More cash out of our planets. More... Ooh, Savo's military has tanked for some reason. Why is that? I think we will change you guys to being scientists. And I think we will even go up to quantum physicists here. Cost us money and Prometheon, but we should see a nice jump to our science as well. Let's have a look. Get rid of this. You are producing for us +2 research. If we bump you up to a quantum physicist, you are now producing for us +3.2 with a respectable jump. I think your approval does go down a little bit. Let's go up with another one. Yeah, so it drops our approval, but it does boost our research, although it doesn't look like very much. Let's keep going. I mean, every little bit counts, and we will have extra approval to play around with. So let's wait for this Hollow Theater to finish, and then we will continue doing that. Let's begin mustering again another fleet, because we're going to want to take the fight to the Terrans fairly soon. More missile boats. The continuation of the war well beyond its strategic goals isolates us on the galactic stage. -5 diplomacy for 60 months. That sort of sucks. I mean, I would like to have peaced out by now, but the game didn't give me the option and it's already hitting me with ridiculous penalties. I don't think that makes much sense. Even though we have accomplished our goal, we cannot physically get out of the war. Why would you punish us? But whatever. A band of Zolotzi smugglers have crashed their ship here. They have little power left in their ship, barely enough to maintain life support, and are desperate for food and medical supplies. They are vague about what led them here, though it's difficult to tell if this is because of some illicit behavior or it's simply their nature. We can easily provide food and supplies, but with that and a little extra convincing, they may be willing to abandon their ship and join us. What would you do? Convince them to settle on one of our worlds. We'll get an extra worker on Riccio, or we gain treasury. Resupply the Zolotzi at a fair price. I could do with an extra pop on Riccio. Sure. Riccio, that was a little bit at risk at flipping, is now no longer at risk at flipping. This is good news. All right. Are there any other things? We want to capture as many of these star bases as possible. So let's head over here and see if we can get eyes on the next military star base. Lots of Festron about here. We want to capture that. And you guys, don't rest on your laurels. You can capture these guys. That'll be 2 months. Beautiful stuff. The new capital of Brahmas is under siege. But that's not a big deal. By the Festron, if they want that world, they can have it. It will be ours in time. In fact, I mean, there's a lot of Festron here. The thing is, if the Festron declare war on us, all of their ships currently here will get pushed all the way back to their borders. So we don't have to be worried about anything too sneaky. Yeah. Even if this gets captured, it'll flip back to us, so that's okay. Pax Atlar don't really do anything other than supply ships for yourself. All right, Jenna Casey, actually very happy with us. Goodwill tour, we gave them a gift. We know what we did. I don't know what we did. What did we do? Cultural differences, diplomats making a good case. We have a common enemy, open borders, all sorts of good stuff. They would like the exploration treaty, credits, nanobots, and thulium, and they're giving us a cultural treaty. I think no. I think not. That's a good deal. A cultural treaty could be valuable, especially. But here's the thing: the Terran influence is something I don't want expanding, so I don't want to give them that cultural treaty. Go ahead and take over this starbase. That'll give us access to this thulium. Always good. There's a life relic starbase as well. Let's go ahead and capture that. Why not? Increased growth. Why would you position yourself over there? I can't select this. These guys? Why? Oh, it's already ours. Oh, okay. We don't have a flagship here, do we? So there might be another starbase up this way. There is. Take it all over. Let's actually see if we can get peace. We can't. We still cannot. Fine. That'll be ours. This is ours. Any other worlds around here that we can capture? No. I think that is well and truly all done for the Verse Harmonizers. Rest in pieces. Let's see what's going on over here. Let's just get eyes on the situation. There's antimatter detonation, giving us access to the antimatter bomb and extra missile attacks. Now we could go for the Orion Spear. But I do think we go back and just get some of this very basic technologies done in one term. Try to catch up with the humans. And to that end, I really think we have to war with the humans. I do. I hate it, but I think we must. I actually don't think we have a choice here. They're managing to stay ahead of us in terms of prestige victory, and that's probably a lot because of their sector ownership score, which is 92 against our 0. I have no idea how sector score is calculated. I mean, you would think that we have a fair chunk of sector here, as we have a line going straight across the middle of the map, but apparently not. I don't know how that's calculated, but we are not getting any sector ownership score. Our ascension score doesn't seem to be going up at all, and I'm not sure why. We are mining this. We're getting 10 ascension per month out of this, but our number doesn't seem to be going up. Let's keep an eye on it. It's 62 at the moment. Very weird. I wonder if it's because we have it. I don't know what we're doing here. Sorry, getting a bit distracted. We might do like a constructor out of that. Could be good. A supply ship. Let's get a constructor. We know we are no match for your military power. Will you accept tribute to end this war? We will agree to this ceasefire. Thank you very much, Verse Harmonizers. You will not be here for long, but your people will go on under our leadership. We should probably get a leader into here, but we're going to need a strong leader. Somebody with like a crazy amount of social skills. And we have a couple, but I wouldn't mind getting a harmonizer leader. We could invite some leaders. I think that's fine. Let's go ahead and invite some leaders. I see a bunch of crap leaders, nothing fitting the description of what we want. Okay, so we're at war with, at peace with the Verse Harmonizers now. There were more bases and stuff that we could have collected. And the question is, we have an opportunity to just, heavy casualties. What is in this fleet? 3 cruisers, 4 cruisers, 5 cruisers, and an invasion fleet. 5 cruisers is apparently enough to tackle our invasion fleet. Fine, but what about our battleships? Heavy casualties, light casualties. Okay, and what about our carriers? Heavy casualties, total loss. All right, it's time to bring these fleets together since we are no longer invading. Let's create a hammer fleet and see if we can maybe... Because at the moment, the people that hate us the most are the Festrons. And the Festrons are still very, very powerful. Make no mistake, they are very powerful. You guys are happy with us, and I'm okay with that. I'm surprised the Archaeans are still in the game, but they are losing territory rapidly to the Terrans, who are also very strong. And I really feel like we need to do something about the Terrans. I really, really, really think that. The thing is, if I declare like a war of total annihilation against the Terrans, what might happen is the Festrons will come to war with us. And they are about to wrap up this war. What I would like to do is get up to alliances, try to ally with some of of these people, if they will ever like us, I really don't know what to do here. I think we have to strike out at the Terrans, and I think the best way to do that is to leave a fairly strong fleet here. We're going to need Symphoria online, so we still need a leader for that. But all of these leaders sort of suck. I guess you're okay. You're not the best. Frostbitten Toes, Deception, Dreamweaver. Fine, I guess. I don't love it, but we need Symphoria. Let's go ahead and see what this planet is like. What have we inherited? What the hell is this? All right, Symphoria has a lot of research and a lot of income. That's pretty good. They're actually really unhappy. Planet's too crowded. Yeah, they're over their pop cap. Assault conquered. That'll go away in time. This planet is full of life. They're space elves. They get a plus 60%. You know, this world will come online fairly soon. It's okay. It's okie dokies. But the important thing is that we get another shipyard that we can start doing stuff out of. And it's actually not too bad. Let's slowly work away at a missile boat, and that'll speed up over time. Remember, all of those worlds are going to flip for us. We're going to start gaining territory here, but I need this fleet reorganized. Okay, Symphoria, what are you going to do for us? Just get us some cash over time while you sort your shit out. That's going to have hurt our approval a little bit, but it should come back up. Building up another fleet here. This is good news. There's our warp theory, extra moves. We're getting a lot of reports from our people regarding the ease of working with your people. We're glad to hear that. Thank you. Warp theory completed. And anything that just costs like 1, I think we're just gonna make it happen. The Festron. I don't think we can take a war with the Festron. We're gonna need the majority of our military going up against the Terrans. But the Festron are much more likely to war with us. So I think what we will do is have a look over here. We're going to strip out our diplomat from here, put them in with the Festron, try to slow their warring, perhaps. We will go back to Symphoria shipyard. Where is it? It's over here. You can probably get out a freighter pretty quickly. Let's bump that to the front. Let's do a bit of trading. All right, so for this fleet, we would like the Dreadnought, the Lagerda, over here. We want him to have a bunch of cruisers. All right, so you are all invaders. Put you down here. You are also a battleship. Let's put you over there. You are an invader. Let's slip you out for a second. I think this is going to be the Hammer fleet. These are pretty obsolete designs. It might be worth it to just take some of you guys out and refit you into, well, I mean, they're battleships. You, I need refitted. You can become an MB cruiser. Make that happen. 4 turns. Probably a good idea. You are okay. You're fairly obsolete. Refit that guy. You're fairly obsolete. Let's refit. I guess we don't refit you. Okay, so now we have 38 logistics. I don't think we need the Lagerda in there. I mean, 2 battleships. Yes, it's fine. We'll put an invasion fleet in there. Triple invasion fleet in there. Couple more of you guys. Okay, and for the moment, we'll park you guys on Symphoria. That'll count as being defended for the purposes of happiness. Right. So let's assume this fleet here, attack of 68, we would still take heavy casualties, and they will take no casualties. Why no casualties? Excuse me, why no casualties? Prey finder, volatile drone on the missile attacks. The missile attacks are disgusting. I beg your pardon. Our missile attacks are pretty good too. What are you talking about? I don't understand how you're able to... This is probably incorrect. We'll see what it says next turn, but I'm confident that we will be able to take that fight. I really sincerely hope so. Let's get some more supply ships out of you. Don't know what you were doing for us otherwise. There's a free battleship that we can just buy if we wanted to, but we need to save our control, so we'll keep an eye on it for now. We will send you back over to this fleet. Bolana Day, the governor of Alhana, is so enamored with your leadership that a statue of you has been erected on their world. Though the statue provides little practical benefit, the governor's devotion could be a very useful commodity. We will make use of this control. Love it. What else you got for me? Your flagship captain reports the discovery of a lost cargo container floating in space. This device appears to be able to be quietly slipped into orbit to increase their crime rate. We will sell that for money. And now that our fleets are fairly sorted out, this is concerning how their fleet is just seemingly that much more powerful than us. But okay, Alrighty, so I think we will leave one of these fleets back here. We will send these guys out over this way and stage an assault on the Terrans from this direction and from this direction. I mean, I say stage an assault. They will probably assault us from this direction, so we're going to need a fleet here. We do have a fleet, but they're probably a little bit obsolete as well. Maybe we want to take you guys out and do a little refit. Costly, but let's do it anyway. That'll take 5 turns each, but it'll take us a few turns just to get into position to get this war underway with the Terrans. Anyway, all right, asteroid factories gives us more mining potential and raw production, which is good. We'll go for star-based refineries or xenobiology next. These are all one-turn techs that we're just going to hopefully use to propel ourselves forward in the tech tree. Money everywhere else on planets that have finished developing. And we need to decide which of these fleets is actually going to go to war with the Terrans. And I think it would be silly not to take the Lagerda. The astonishing thing to me is that it says no casualties. No casualties. If we were to fight, well, I mean, there's not a lot going on here, but here they'll take heavy casualties and we will take heavy casualties. They will take moderate casualties. That is astounding to me. Actually astounding. But okay, we would like you guys to start posturing over in that direction. You're an invasion fleet, so we might as well send you out over here, and whatever's left behind will just make up a skeleton garrison here for the moment. You guys are waiting. You're an anti-small destroyer. I think we will refit you as well. You're an anti-small. All right. Savo, missile cruisers, Shepler. I would like another carrier commander. Let's go with that. 12 turns. Don't need. Would like. We are also going to... I feel like we need to protect Shepler. Let's start building up a reinforcement fleet over here. Marshall, more missile boats. We have a pretty chunky fleet down at Marshall as well that can join in the fight against the Terrans. The Terrans would like... They're offering us hypersilicates. That's pretty important at a very premium price, but I will accept it. Hypersilicates is always nice to have, and we'll just come over here and sell off some of this Promethean to keep us afloat. We've got quite a lot of it. Preparations are well underway. I am expecting war with the Festrons any day now, and that might put a little bit of pressure on us. But now that we have this region, the Verse Harmonisers have been destroyed. I'm sorry, Verse Harmonisers. Hopefully your people are going to be happy on our planet. There's xenobiology. We'll take star-based refineries next. Get me more cash. Marshall 3 can upgrade its manufacturing and possibly its housing. Marshall 3 is a terrible, terrible mess of a world. We really botched this planet. Not gonna lie. I guess we will put a planetary conversion in here with the hopes of getting, I don't know, something down to, I don't know. That planet's a mess. The planet is a mess. Alhana, let's have a look at this planet. Its citizens has quite a few citizens. We'll probably get another troop transport coming out of here. Alhana, over on this side. I don't know what we're going to do with this planet. You can maybe... What did you do for us? A constructor. Very smart. Move you down over this way. Your flagship locates a hidden cache of precursor artifacts left behind by the ancient civilization. These artifacts are not only valuable, also hold clues to the advanced technologies of the precursors. Inspire scientist seems like a great one to have. That is plus 50 research immediately. Take it. Alhano, we haven't decided what we're doing with you, but it'd probably be just a supply ship to help out some of our planets. Same thing over here. This freighter goes to Symphoria, I think. No, we were going to trade. Trade. Who are we not trading with? A lot of people trading with us. We were going to trade with the Festron. That's right. Because we're trying to not have the Festron go to war with us while we are fighting the Terrans. The thing is, they really hate us and they really want our worlds. The Terrans, on the other hand, are pretty chill. They're pretty chill. The problem is they're just so ahead of us. And it wouldn't surprise me if the Festron were ahead of us now as well on the old victory status. We're still second. So if we can just find some way to stop the Terran from grabbing up more space, and the problem, I don't think we can. I think we have to go to war with them. As soon as our forces are in position, we will be doing that. There's nothing for it. It has to happen. There's nothing for it. They're going to go from 849 to some number, and we will probably not move. Our ascension score has not moved since this base got blown up, and we basically just took an existing economic starbase and built up all of the stuff to farm up this ascension crystal, and it hasn't done anything for us. It hasn't moved. I don't know if it's bugged or not. We will go for time to head back to military. I think neutronium mastery. We are all about the missiles though, so let's go for Orion's spear. Our ascension score still isn't moving. That's bothering me quite a lot. We'll upgrade our housing because that's what this planet is for. Agriculture and then this sort of stuff. People are very happy. I love it. Okay, we are building up a secondary fleet here. Pax Atlar, you're just going to do supply ships for the foreseeable. Build yourself up. All right. Our ships are in position at the edge of Terran territory. And it's about this time that I would like to know what sort of toys the Terrans have to play with. Alright, here's a cruiser. It's pretty hurt. Looks like it's a lot of beam attacks. Only one shield generator. Bad armor. Okay evasion. Yeah, lots of beam attacks. We are mostly rocking missiles. I don't think this should be too big an issue. Do we just pull the trigger right away? Where is... There it is. There's the constructor. Do we have space for it anywhere? No. I am very much concerned that if I go to war with the Terrans, the Festron are going to declare war on us. The thing is that the Terrans, we need to put a stop to the Terrans. We need to. There's nothing for it. We have to actually crack down on some of this madness. I would like our troop transports to be in place. I would like a stronger garrison here. I would like a stronger garrison everywhere. But all right, on the verge of pulling the trigger on this war with the Terrans, I think that's where we're going to end off this episode. It's the biggest decision of the game, I feel, right now as to whether or not we actually go for it. It is a big, big decision. The Terrans are very strong, and so are the Festrons. They're the biggest, the superpowers that are left in the game, but the Terrans definitely the bigger threat with all of their territory. If we can pick up this, which seems like a very isolated region compared to where the majority of the Terran forces are going to be, and I think we have enough to get it done over here, as it's going to take a long time for any reinforcements to come down in this direction. You know what? I'm doing it. I am doing it. Terrans, your time has come. This may be premature, but let's talk to you guys. Speak to, time for you to die. Yes, you heard me. This is a war of an expansion. Declare war, then it is war. Farewell. Now that we have done that, we're going to have to set up our defenses here. Hello. Okay, your resistance. We'll have to set up our defenses here because this is where they're likely to attack. This is where they're likely to attack from this direction. So we're going to make sure this is tough. This line has to hold. And then we will push in this direction, try to rob them of this territory and production. And then hopefully the Festron do not interfere. That is the biggest thing that we are going to have. And of course, everybody else is going to dislike us. But you guys are, I mean, you're strong, but you're not that strong. But maybe we can even keep the Archaeans in the game. But this is the big problem here. If the Festron also go to war with us at the same time as the Terrans, we may find ourselves pulled a little bit too thin. But thank you all very much for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying this series. And remember to like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.